In the heart of Umuchi village lived a man named Obina, known for his sharp wit and calculative mind. His mother, Mama Nena, had lived long, her frail body battling time itself. One fateful season, she fell gravely ill. The village women whispered, elders sighed, and even the children knew her time had come. Obina, ever pragmatic, decided it was best to prepare in advance. Why wait until the last minute? When death knocks, it does not delay, he reasoned. Without informing anyone, he traveled to the next village, where the best carpenters crafted fine coffins. He selected a strong mahogany one, beautifully polished, fit for a dignified burial. Returning home under the cover of night, he hid the coffin beneath his bamboo bed. "This will save me trouble when the time comes," he muttered, satisfied with his foresight. But fate has a way of mocking those who believe they can outthink it. Days passed, then weeks. Against all odds, Mama Nena recovered. She grew stronger, her voice regained its command, and she resumed her place in the village square, telling stories to the children. Obina watched in disbelief. "How? She was at death's door," he murmured. The coffin remained under his bed, a silent reminder of his miscalculation. As days turned into months, the coffin became Obina's secret. He dared not tell anyone about it for fear of ridicule. How could he explain why he had purchased a coffin for his mother who was now healthier than ever? Yet, the presence of the coffin gnawed at him. At night, he could hear the creaks of the wood beneath him. His dreams were filled with eerie whispers. Sometimes, he would wake up drenched in sweat, feeling as though unseen eyes watched him. Mama Nena noticed his restlessness. "My son, you seem troubled. What burdens your spirit?" she asked one evening as they sat outside their hut. "It's nothing, Mama. Just the struggles of life," Obina lied. But he could not ignore the unease in his heart. He thought of selling the coffin, but who would buy such a thing? He could not burn it, it was expensive and in perfect condition. He convinced himself that he was overthinking things. "It's just wood," he whispered to himself. But fate had already written a different story for him. One morning, Obina woke up feeling weak. His limbs felt heavy, and a deep chill settled in his bones. By noon, his condition worsened, his body burned with fever, and his breath became shallow. The villagers came to his aid, bringing herbs and calling the village healer. But nothing worked. His illness seemed unnatural, as though unseen hands were dragging him toward the grave. As he lay weak on his bed, he glanced beneath it, where the coffin remained hidden. A horrifying thought crossed his mind. Could it be that I prepared a coffin for myself instead? His lips trembled, but he could say nothing. Days passed, and Obina's condition deteriorated. One evening, with his mother by his side, he took his last breath. Mama Nena wept bitterly. "Oh, my son, you prepared for death, but you never knew it was waiting for you." When the time came to bury Obina, the villagers faced an unusual situation. His hut was small, and clearing it out, they discovered the coffin beneath his bed. Gusts filled the air. "He had a coffin all along," someone whispered. "But why?" another asked. Mama Nena, with tear-streaked cheeks, explained the story of her illness, his preparation, and how he kept the coffin hidden. The elders shook their heads in understanding. Indeed, fate plays tricks on man. He who dug a grave for another has fallen into it himself. And so, the very coffin that Obinna bought for his mother was used to bury him. The villagers took this as a great lesson: do not be too quick to prepare for another's misfortune, for fate may turn its hands upon you instead. Mama Nena lived many more years, often telling the tale of her son, who thought he could outsmart destiny but became its victim instead. Activate the notification bell so you never miss a story like this. Until next time.